What's happening, boys? Episode 6 of the Fulham career. Kicking today's episode off, we are taking on bottom of the league, Sunderland. We've been in pretty good form recently. Smith Rowe seems to be kind of hitting the back of the net. Obviously, we've got Omega Man up top. Need to add a few more goals from the likes of Iwobi. If Josh King could pop in with a couple, that'd be nice. But yeah, other than that, things have been going pretty well for us. And you may notice someone in the midfield there, and it just pops up on our screen. Marriott, one of our young players from our academy. He has a nice range of potential on him. I've signed him up, given him a start in this one. We'll see what he can do here against Sunderland. I thought it'd be the perfect game just to drop him in. Bottom of the league, at home. See what he can do, see if he can contribute. See if he kind of feels good on the ball. If not, we can chuck him on the loan list, loan him out, let him grow, try again next season. And that's what we're going to do with a couple of players. I think Josh King, I'm going to loan him out come January, which will be not next episode, the episode after. So any transfers, just pop them down below. Anyone you want us to sign. But this game, there we go. We asked, we received. Iwobi, his first goal of the season, 12 appearances in, puts the ball in the back of the net, 1-0 to the good, and that's exactly what we want. Contributions from other players. Last episode, it was Smith Rowe. This episode, Iwobi, if he can get a few. If Omega Man can keep it up, if Robinson can pop in with a few, if we can start getting a few from Bassey and Anderson from corners, we'll be flying up the table. But right now we're sitting about mid-table. We need to kind of push on a little bit more should we want Conference League come the end of the season. That is our aim. That is our main kind of goal and priority. And yeah, I think we're good enough to get it. We are going to be competing with the likes of Crystal Palace, Forest, Newcastle, kind of those kind of teams. Obviously, we can achieve it through the cup, but I think we want to get it through the league just to confirm and guarantee that we do get it, because sometimes EA, there's some kind of, they mess up sometimes with the kind of qualification for the European competitions. As Gertruda does make it 1-1 in this one for Sunderland, and I'll tell you boys now, this game kind of kicks on from here. The final 20 minutes of this game are pretty insane, as Kevin's played through by Smith Rowe. He's basically one-on-one with the keeper. The other players just can't keep up with him, and it's a lovely finish past Patterson. Makes it 2-1 to ourselves, his first goal of the season, so a game of firsts for ourselves. But yeah, from now on, this game goes crazy. Straight from kickoff, Sunderland are going to look to create a chance as Mundell finds Diarra, and Diarra is going to find it to Granit Xhaka, the kind of elder statesman in that midfield. Mukiele, another kind of European experienced player. Adingra is found. He's going to charge into the box. He's going to be taken out by Anthony Robinson. That's another penalty given away, similar to the last episode against Everton. This one, Granit Xhaka is going to step up, the captain. Just minutes after going down, they equalise to make it 2-2 on the night. 15 minutes remaining. The game is back up in the air, all to play for. We've kind of chucked away a chance there of picking up some easy points. From kickoff though, we can look to create a chance of our own, just similar to how they did, as Iwobi found in the middle, charging forward. Josh King, poor pass. Poor pass, and I think that's why we're going to loan him out. He's made quite a lot of passes like that this season, but Mundell gets the better of Rico Lewis. He's got men to aim for in the middle. He's just going to charge down that byline. Thankfully Lewis, well, he gets the ball, but he plays a terrible ball across. It's intercepted, and they make it 3-2. Adingra on that right hand side flips this game on its head in the space of about 5 minutes. Lewis again receives the ball. This time he gets his pass off, and this time we've got space and time to roam in as Omega Man plays through Chukwueze. He's got the better of Sirkin. He's going to cut it back into our man, and a great save from Patterson denies us the chance of levelling things up for a third time in this game, and we're going to lose at home to 20th place. And that's on me for experimenting in this game, for playing Marriott, for playing Berger. Really poor. Really, really, really poor from ourselves. But we come into this one for Spurs at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Kick it off, and the game's over. Terrible, terrible 0-0 draw. Literally no chances for either team really throughout this game. And it ends 0-0. 1 point. You take that kind of result at Spurs, at their stadium. You definitely take that one. And talking about Ben Marriott, he's going to be joining Leicester for 6 months come January. Wasn't quite ready in that game against Sunderland. Not quite. He's going to still obviously pick up a couple games here and there until January rolls around. But on that January the 1st, he will be going to Leicester to pick up some experience. City come to the Cottage. And again, another very boring, very dull, uninteresting game. Very similar to the game against City in the Cup where we got knocked out. Palace at the Cottage. Now this one, we didn't go all the way to the end. This one, there's a bit of entertainment. Probably because we are competing with Palace for these kind of European spaces. Lovely little flick from Omega Man. Plays in Smith Rowe and a great save. Does deny him the chance of bidding us 1-0 to the good bit of Wovey. Whips it in, find Anderson. Against his former team, it's cleared kind of off the line, not really. But we are going to recycle the ball. Marriott finds Bassi. He's got one man in the middle to aim for. And I think we need to change the formation as well. He's a bit isolated up top, is Omega. But Marriott plays it into him. He shoots. He has his shot saved by Dean Henderson. 6 minutes in, though, we are having a lot of chances in this one already. Things are looking good for ourselves as Iwobi knocks through Adama Traore. Still kind of not decided whether we're going to renew his contract or not yet. I'm partially leaning towards doing it and selling him, just so his value kind of goes up when his contract rises, as he does get a goal just before the 15th minute, and that's actually an assist for Marriott, and it's another goal, first goal of the season, this time for Adama. So in an episode of firsts, the first goal for Iwobi, the first goal for Kevin, the first start for Marriott, the first goal for Adama. I think it's a good one for us. A great save from Leno and another great save after the poor clearance. Things for us, things could be better in this game. We could be a lot more up, but we are going to just take it as we can. And again, almost from Omega, a game of almosts. We should have had more than just the one. It does end that way as we come into this one against Burnley now, in what is going to be the final game of today's episode. Away from home at Turf Moor. I want to get a good performance in this one. A couple of 1-0s, a couple of 0-0s, a poor result against Sunderland. We kind of want to find that form that we had near the start of the season, and Kevin out wide finds Robinson. There's one man in the middle to aim for, and he puts the ball in the back of the net. He's been on a bit of a dry spell these past few games, but has 11 goals in 16 games. He's currently third in the top goal scorers Golden Boot ranking, just behind Isak and Erling Haaland. But he's back, and he wants more, and he's going to look to get a second here as Kevin once again out wide. He's just got a bit more pace than Smith Rowe, and that kind of helps us against some of these teams. A great save from their keeper from the Iwobi shot. He's getting more involved as well, which is really nice to see from this team in general. Kobe, I'm going to talk about it in the next episode. Do we look to sign Kobe on a permanent in the summer? Is that realistic? I'm not sure. If we qualify for Europe, I think it could be a possibility. But to keep it real, obviously, actually, I'll show you the table in the next episode and you can see where United are, because they're having another very poor season as Omega Man barges off his man and just powers it into the back of the net. It was a really, really nice finish. That's 12 for him now this season, but the power is there. He is our man to build this team around. We need to build the parts that make him better, that make us into one of these European dominant sides. But just into the second half, another chance. Can we get the hat-trick for Omega Man? Well, Rico Lewis is going to start this attack as he plays through Chukwueze. There's one man in the middle. There's always one man in the middle. He's always there. To finish the hat-trick, he puts it just wide of the post. He kind of scoops his shot because it's kind of caught underneath his feet. And he's really unlucky not to put that one into the back of the net. We come to the 91st minute. And there's no hat-trick for Omega Man. But you can see Robinson is running into the changing room sprinting. He must need a shit or something. But that's going to be it for today's episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.